Hey, y'all, my name's Omega 7. You're watching Omega's World. We're going to be talking about the NFL Week 1. You're not going to want to miss this. Stay tuned. Hey, y'all, welcome to Omega's World. I'm your host, Omega 7, a retired hip hop artist, husband of a beautiful wife, and a father to 3 beautiful children, and most of all, a man of God. Thank you for tuning in to episode 1, where today we'll be talking about the latest NFL news, injury reports, and giving you our analysis and breakdown along with starts and sits for each game. Today, we are blessed to have a special guest in the studio, Mr. Manny Trujillo. Tell us about yourself, brother.
What's up, peeps? What's up? How's it going? My name's Manny. Also a brother in Christ. I also family man. Love sports, but most of all, we're here to make sure that we're spreading the word of Jesus and everyone's getting saved. But
Amen.
Absolutely. So happy to be here. Thank you for having me, Mr.
Amen.
Omega.
Thank you for being.
It's my
Thank you
boy
for
right
being
here, so he's a good man right here.
Hey.
But I'm gonna have to put a little work on him. Fantasy, I'm gonna have to take that shit. You know what I'm saying?
We happen to be in the same league, my No Guts, No Glory league, and his team is a lynch mob, and my team is Blackie Chan, aka whooping. Won't even say that word, but yeah. So we're both getting off to pretty good starts. We're not playing each other this week, and he's very lucky because the person I'm playing is getting his butt handed to him.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, anyways, let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and go over the injury news and updates. Okay, so we got Jordan Love, who apparently suffered a leg injury yesterday. As soon as we get more information, we'll let you know. Our thoughts and our prayers are with you, Jordan Love. We hope you get well, and we hope that this injury doesn't keep you away from the game for a long time because, man, the Green Bay Packers definitely need you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's detrimental if he doesn't recover quickly from this, especially since Green Bay's they're supposed to win the division, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
so it can be a huge blow. And you know what? I'm curious. After watching that game yesterday, those field conditions weren't the best. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
you had Saquon slipping all over the place, and I thought he almost got injured right before the half, but he came back out and finished off very well with 3 touchdowns total. But Jordan Love, he looked amazing, and then 6 seconds to go in the game.
oh man, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
if anybody
wow.
has Jordan Love on their fantasy football
Yes.
team, make sure you have a backup.
Yes.
In the event.
Definitely. All right.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. First player, wide receiver Keenan Allen, just signed with the Bears this year.
Yep.
He's definitely a veteran. He's questionable this week with a heel injury. The good news is he did practice yesterday, so the fact that he's training, showing good signs, and nothing promising, we won't know until the day of. But he does have that heel injury he's battling.
Exactly. And they got that trio of wide receivers now with DJ Moore, Rome Adunze, and Keenan Allen. So, man, if Keenan Allen can't go tomorrow, I think Rome Adunze is going to get more targets and
What
I
an
don't know,
opportunity.
more opportunity, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
so-
great receiving core.
Yes, great receiving. And Caleb Williams out of USC,
Man.
amazing quarterback.
Absolutely.
Yeah, wish I had him on my fantasy squad. I got Jaden Daniels, but it would have been nice to have Caleb Williams, but it is what it is.
Jane Daniels is going to be a
he's-
dog.
Yeah,
He's gonna be a dog, right?
Yeah, definitely. All right, and we have T. Higgins, who is dealing with a hamstring injury and is listed as doubtful for Sunday's game against the Patriots. So, as somebody who's had T. Higgins on my fantasy team last year, I just remember, when he gets these hamstring injuries, like they linger for him. They seem to really, really linger. And so by him being doubtful, I wouldn't be surprised if he misses this game and possibly next week's game as well. So, we'll just, see what happens and monitor that situation.
Good point. Those hamstrings injuries linger, especially when you're trying to come out.
Yeah.
trying to be there for your team. Joe Burrow's coming off of an injury, so I know
Exactly.
he's looking to be working with his boy Joe again. And
Yes.
so
Yes.
it's and we'll see where Jamar Chase ends up.
Yes, if
So,
he ends up, if they're gonna go ahead and get this deal done, I don't understand. Like the season, like their game is tomorrow, and there's still no contract. They're still in negotiations, which is weird. So we don't even know if Chase is playing tomorrow. So if Chase doesn't play, I mean, I think you have to bump down Joe Burrow because he's not going to have any of his weapons. I mean, it's gonna be tough.
you're gonna have to carry them Bengals.
Yeah. I think is it Jasecki? I think Mike Jasecki. I think signed with the Bengals. I have to look and confirm that, but he might be a good pickup for tomorrow if he is in fact playing with them. Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yep.
Josh Downs is dealing with an ankle injury and will not play against the Colts on Sunday. So that's actually not good.
No, not good at all. I mean, that man has had a breakout year last year, and was looking forward to seeing what he can produce this year. He's quick, and he's definitely a weapon, for the Colts.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's going to be tough. I mean, you know, Mr. Pittman Jr. right there is going to have to carry the load.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So we have DJ Chark is dealing with a hip injury and will not play as the Chargers take on the Raiders. So, DJ Chark is another player that years ago was like one of the top players at his position and just kind of fell off due to injuries. And now it's kind of like he's a journeyman. He's, kind of traveling from team to team now. So, yeah,
he's been in the league, right? He's a veteran.
Yep.
He's solid. He
Yep.
just maybe sometimes being at the right place,
Yes.
right, will make a difference for him, and he can potentially have a breakout year.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Next we have is Odell Beckham Jr. He's been kind of quiet the last couple years, right? He hasn't made any noise in fantasy ever since he made that catch. You know what I'm saying, against the Cowboys. You know what I mean? But he will not be playing this Sunday. So we'll see what it really comes out to be. Honestly,
Yeah.
He's been in the league. He's a proven wide receiver.
Yep.
You can say whatever you want about Odell Beckham. You know what I mean? Prima donna.
Yeah.
Whatnot. But now, he's not going to be the number one target, which might benefit him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Being the number 3,
Yeah.
2 or 3, depending on, the down. So,
Exactly. Because defenders won't really be focused on him.
right.
I mean, he's in, Miami. You got Waddle over there. You got, Hill,
Tyreek.
Shoot, man.
It could be a dangerous wide receiver crew, right?
It definitely could be.
And two
Yes.
is probably the most accurate quarterback in the league. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they're a force to be reckoned with.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think they're going to win the division, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah. All right. And we have Antonio Gibson. He's dealing with a hip injury and is listed as questionable for Sunday's game against the Bengals. Antonio Gibson is, to me, when he came into the league, he just was like a dynamic running back. He catches the ball very well out of the backfield. Played hard with Washington. I'm very surprised that they let him go. But, for whatever reason, hey, he's with the Patriots now. He's backing up Ramondre Stevenson.
Correct.
And I don't know. I think there's a path for him to become maybe a 1A, 1B, role in that offense.
I do agree with that because he's explosive.
Yeah.
He's shifty
Yeah.
in between the tackles. So I think it's going to be a 1-2 punch in the
Yeah.
end. So
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be nice for the Patriots to get Gibson back and healthy and stuff. It'd be very exciting to see what he does.
Absolutely. Next, we got Russell Wilson. Man,
man.
Russell Wilson, he's been up and down. You know what I mean? Ever since he
Yes.
left the Seahawks, he hasn't been the same. You know what I'm saying? So he went to the Broncos, and there was a lot of talk amongst the locker room that he was getting special treatment, brought in his own doctors, and so I don't think he's fully. I wouldn't say recovered, but he fully hasn't been himself since then, right? And so it didn't work out for him at the Broncos. So now he's
Yes,
with the Steelers,
exactly.
and he actually won the starting job, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's dealing with a calf injury, and he's listed as questionable, right?
Mm-hmm.
This week. So the Steelers are taking on the Falcons, and the Falcons got Kirk Cousins.
I know
So it's, I mean, they got their work cut out for them
they
this
do.
week. So
They do.
I think this is Russell's year to really prove all the doubters and come back. Right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
can have a breakout
definitely.
year.
Do you think Justin Fields, because he's going to go ahead and he has been listed as a starter. I know Russ. I don't think it's official, but they're saying they're listing him as a starter for now. But how do you feel Justin Fields fits in to that offense? Um, which quarterback would the wide receivers benefit most from?
Great question. I mean, Russell. My my common sense tells me Justin Fields been in the league for a few years, but Russell Wilson's got a Super Bowl.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I mean,
Okay.
I just think we got to go with the veteran here.
All right.
I would play Russell Wilson, even though he hasn't had his best couple of years.
Okay. Okay.
I think Russell Wilson would probably have the biggest impact. Now, Justin Fields is a little more explosive,
Yes.
right?
Yes, he is.
So
Yes, he is.
I do see that part, and yeah, I think Russell Wilson is better. Justin Fields isn't bad though. It's not, it's good. It's a good problem to have
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it is. Definitely. Definitely. Yep. All right. Well,
Yeah.
now we come down to my boy. Excuse me, real quick. Clear my throat. Christian McCaffrey, listed as questionable, but he says that there's no doubt that he plays Monday night taking on the Jets at Levi Stadium. Woo!
CMC's a dog.
Oh, yes, he is, man.
Number one draft pick, just so y'all know.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Number
Yeah,
one
yeah.
for him this year. He was number one for me last year in my league, in which I won my league for the first year. And yeah, I had Christian McCaffrey, and he was a beast. And a lot of people are thinking he's going to fall off this year. They're thinking that, because I think he's 28 now, they're thinking that he's past the prime. I don't know. In the Shanahan offense, he runs his backs. And
You know,
Christian is,
run heavy offense.
man, run heavy.
Run heavy.
At least 65%.
But CMC, he's not only a runner, he's also a receiver, right?
Yes.
That's where he's most dangerous.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so the fact that he's versatile, I think that's what helps and it keeps him healthy, right? I mean,
Yes.
yeah, he's in between the tackles a lot of those times, and yes, he's
Yep.
taking a beating, but he's also in great shape. He's
Yes, he
28
is.
years old. I know for football standards, he's getting up there,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But not really. He's got 2 to 3 good years in him
I definitely
before
agree.
he starts going on the downhill
I
side.
d-
And we're gonna win the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah.
you know
Come
what
on
I'm saying?
now.
Come on.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We quest for 6. We're getting that 6 ring this year.
Right.
Definitely. Definitely.
That's what's up.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So now we're gonna go into we'll stay in the NFC West with Tyler Lockett. He's dealing with a thigh injury. Tyler Lockett's a veteran as well, man. He's such a weapon. You know
Yes,
what
he
I'm
is.
saying?
Yes, he is.
He's been putting in work year in, year out.
Yes.
One of the most consistent receivers out there, Tyler
Definitely.
Lockett. He's not the biggest, but man, he's that great slot receiver.
Yep.
And he's got DJ Metcalf on the other side. So yeah, he's dealing with a thigh injury, but I think he's gonna be okay.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. Yeah. Yeah. And then you have Jackson Smith and Jigba over there, who's probably going to have a breakout, definitely. And if Lockett misses time, JSM, yeah, it's
Absolutely.
he's definitely gonna do his thing. So we'll see. And I can't stand the Seahawks because they've always given us trouble in our division, but I feel like the Niners have officially claimed the NFC West. It's a done deal. The Niners are the king of the West right now. So,
I agree.
yeah. So,
I agree.
yep. All right. And then we got DeAndre Hopkins dealing with a knee injury and is listed as questionable as the Titans take on the Bears. So Hopkins, another one that's at one time he was the number one receiver in the league. With Houston, with Arizona. And now he's with the Titans. And I think he played last year, but we really didn't get to see what he could do with them. I think he was dealing with some injuries
He
too.
was battling injuries,
Yes,
right? He couldn't find his groove,
exactly.
right? So he's kind of like where Beckham was in the
Yes,
last couple of years. You know what I mean?
exactly.
He, but he still got the potential. He is DeAndre Hopkins.
Yes.
You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? So we just got to get him the rock.
And we'll talk about some starts and sits at the running back, wide receiver, and quarterback position. This week, we're going to start with the Steelers at the Falcons. Let's talk about that game.
Steers at the Falcons, man. Actually, I think it's going to be a good game. You know what I mean? The Steelers always got a solid defense.
Yes,
You know what I mean? In the Falcons, I got a revamped offense with
they
Kirk
do.
Cousins,
They do.
right? I mean, I'm taking the Falcons to win this game.
Okay. Okay.
100%.
I am too.
Yeah,
Definitely. Definitely.
Because the Steelers, we really don't know what they are offensively.
Yes. And Bijan Robinson, he has a breakout game. I think this is going to be his year. I've gotten word from some inside sources that Bijan Robinson is going to ball out. They're going to use him as a bell cow back. So we'll see, if that comes to the light or not. But anyways, yes, I definitely had the Falcons over the Steelers. In this game, with the quarterback situation, if it is Fields starting, he's a he's a start for me. If Russell Wilson is playing, he's a start too. Falcons defense is so probably middle of the pack. But with the Falcons, I definitely would be starting Kirk Cousins, Bijan Robinson,
All day.
and then Drake London, your boy Drake London.
Drake London,
Yeah,
he's going to have a breakout year, too.
yeah,
100%. Number one target out there.
yes, definitely. Who do you think is going to be the number one running back in this game and the number one receiver in this game?
Bijan and Landon.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. They're
say
both on the
Bijan.
Falcons.
Okay. So both on the Falcons. Okay. So Pickens and Harris they're not gonna challenge Landon and Bijan.
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
Harris,
Maybe Harris. Okay.
but
okay.
it ain't going to be close.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Anything else you want to
No,
say about
sir.
this game?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
Kirk Cousins is going to have a year, too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
All right.
absolutely. He
Yes,
got some weapons around him,
definitely.
so Kirk Cousins is going to have a year.
Can't forget Kyle Pitts. I believe this is his year. I know we've said that for the last 2 or 3 years. It's Kyle Pitts season, but I think he finally they used him for what they drafted him for. I mean, he's tall, he's quick, he's athletic. Used the man.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely. All right, I'll let you get into the next one.
Cardinals and the Bills. Josh Allen he's coming with a force.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
I mean, he absolutely. This has to be the year for the Bills.
Yes.
I think the Bills are going to win the division this year.
Okay.
Right? They're playing the Cardinals. Another one, Kyler Murray, brand new head coach, new offense.
Yep.
Right? I think Kyler Murray is also going to have a good year.
I believe so too.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do. On this game, I'm taking the Bills. I just think the Bills are just going to be superior, offensively and defensively. Really,
Okay.
I don't think it'll be a blowout because the Cardinals, again, brand new offensive coordinator, brand new coach.
All right.
It's going to be a good game, but I'm taking the Bills.
Okay, so I'm going to play devil's advocate. I got the Cardinals, and my reason for taking the Cardinals is Kyler Murray's coming back healthy. He has weapons. Marvin Harris, is
Junior?
it Junior? Okay. We also have James Conner. You have, is it McBride, the tight end. So he has some nice weapons. I don't know. I think he just comes out and he's trying to prove something. So I am taking an upset with the Cardinals over the Bills.
At the Bills Mafia.
At the Bills Mafia, yes.
All right.
Bold. I know that's a bold call, but I'm taking an upset. And I have in this game Connor going off. Connor will outrun James Cook. And I do have Harrison Jr., for his debut, outperforming, I think it's Khalif Shakur, Shakir. and there's a couple of other. I forget who else they got because they lost Stephon Diggs, they lost Gabe Davis.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another rookie that they got. I think it's Coleman. Coleman, I believe, is the last name. Not sure
The Bills.
yeah, the Bills. Yeah, the Bills wide receiver. They drafted I want to say first or second round. Because I know I was trying to get him in my draft.
Yeah,
Would you?
they got Khalil Shakir.
Okay.
Curtis Samuel.
Okay, Curtis Samuel. Is there any
He came from the
Washington?
Redskins.
Okay. Anybody else?
Keon Coleman.
Keon. There we go.
Keon Coleman.
Keon Coleman. See? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Keon. My
Keon.
bad.
Yeah, Keon. Keon Coleman. All right.
Yes,
so
sir.
he might have a breakout. So we'll see. It's going to be a good game. I'm taking the Cardinals. Manny's taking the Bills. We're going to have to get back with you on that one and see who gets that one.
Absolutely.
And as far as starts in that game, you're going to start your Bills. You're going to start your Cardinals. I don't think you're sitting anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. And next we have the Titans at the Bears. How are you feeling about that one?
I know who I got. And it's probably not who you think. I'm taking the Titans on this one. I'm taking the Titans for the upset at the Bears. Rookies. He's Caleb Williams' first game. He's gonna have the butterflies, right? You know what I'm saying? He's gonna go out. He's been playing decent, but you watch.
Ooh.
The Titans are gonna go into the Bears and upset them.
Okay. All
Right?
right.
Will
Right.
Levis, right? Will Levis. They also got a brand new coaching staff.
Okay. All right.
So
Okay.
you watch. The
Okay.
Titans are gonna go in there and work the Bears.
Okay.
You got Odunze. You got Moore who just re-signed a contract. He just got an extension with the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
I think DJ Moore is going to be a dog,
Okay.
but not game one.
Got it. So on the Titans, who's going to be your offensive, explosive, like top player in that game on the Titans?
Will Levis.
Throw some numbers at me. Woo! Throw some numbers at me. So is it going to be more of the passing game for him, or is it going to be the running game? Because they got Pollard and they got Tajay Spears too.
Yeah, it's going to be on. They're going to lean on his arm.
Okay.
They're going to lean on his arm. I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Give me a stat line.
He's going to throw for 3 touchdowns.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yep. He's going to throw for 3 touchdowns.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Now I'm gonna beg to differ on that one.
That's fine.
I'm going with Chicago Bears. I'm going with that boy Caleb Williams, Mr. USC. I believe he's going to have a great game. I believe 3 touchdowns, 300 yards, maybe 1 INT, shaking the rust off. I do believe Odunze is going to have a great game, with or without Keenan Allen. I think Odunze is going to challenge Keenan Allen for the 2nd spot and eventually challenge DJ Moore for the top spot in that offense towards the end of the season. But I think Odunze is going to make some incredible catches tomorrow, and it's going to be a fun game. So, okay, we'll have to definitely get back to you on that one as well.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
I'm taking the upset on that one.
Okay,
Yes,
all right,
yes.
all right.
Patriots and Bengals. Patriots.
Okay.
I mean, I'm taking the Bengals, of course.
Okay.
Even if they don't have Jamar Chase or T. Higgins,
Yes, I agree.
you got Joe Burrow.
Come on now.
Joe Burrow's a dog.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Yeah, he's coming back from an injury.
Mm-hmm.
He was frustrated the fact
Yep.
that he got hurt. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so I think the Bengals again are going to be a contender for the AFC.
Yes.
I really do.
Yeah, I
Once
do
they
too.
get T. Higgins and Jamar Chase back, yeah, they lost Joe Mixon.
Okay.
But they still got Joe Burrow.
You got Chase Brown. You
Yeah.
got Zach Moss. Yeah. So you got backs over there. So now, question to you, Manny:
Yes, sir.
if Chase and Higgins are out, do you still have the Bengals beating the Patriots?
Even with both of them out, you still got Burton.
Okay. That's going to be a tough one.
It is. Even with them out, you still got Joe Burrow.
Okay.
I mean, Tom Brady.
Mhm.
Don't get. I'm not gonna make comparisons, but you know what I'm saying. It's too early. But Tom Brady won so many games
Yes.
without receivers.
Yes.
With the
Yes.
exception of
Yes.
Randy Moss.
Yes. He made a lot of the receivers who they are. He made them better.
That's what I'm saying.
He was the type of quarterback that could take somebody who's like a, no name or not even a no name, but
An
just
average, yeah.
and make him a superstar. But I also give credit to Bill Belichick as being an amazing coach because he was running, the plays and calling the shots there too. But of course, Tom Brady had to execute.
Well, I asked you a quick question because we got a little off subject.
Yes.
Tom Brady or Bill Belichick, who mattered more?
Tom Brady.
100%. Say less. We can move on.
Okay. All right. All right. And in that game, we're starting. Anybody you sitting in that game?
I'm still playing Burrow. I'm actually playing Burrow this week.
I saw that.
Even if he doesn't have
two
receivers.
I saw that.
He's out here. He's
okay.
out here to make a point.
You're bold.
You know what I'm saying?
You are bold, bro. You're very, very bold. But I respect that, man. Nothing but respect. In that game, if Higgins and Chase are out, I say look at the waiver wire and see who you can pick up and just grab that receiver as fast as you can because Burrow's going to have to throw to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there you have it. All right. So we'll move on to the next game. The Texans at the Colts. That's going to be an exciting game.
That's going to be a good game.
That's going to be an exciting game. I'm so looking forward to that game.
Anthony Richardson's back. So,
yes,
I'm excited what Anthony Richardson and Michael Pittman Jr. are going to do this year.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Now, the Texans, though, I mean, I'm taking the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the Texans in this game. They got so many weapons.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? You got.
Yeah.
I mean, Stephon Diggs, I'm not sure how I feel about him, right? But, I mean, he's going to go out there and add just another dynamic weapon for CJ Stroud, who had an amazing year last year.
Yeah. So now I happen to have one of the weapons. I have Tank Dell.
Yeah.
Tank is quick. He's shifty. They play him in the slot a lot. He can easily catch one, take it to the house. So Nico's going to ball out. I think all three of them ball out. But I'm taking Tank tomorrow. I think Tank is going to have at least 100 yards and possibly 1 to 2 touchdowns. That's what I'm calling. But then again, if he doesn't have it, then Tank definitely will have his 2 touchdowns. Collins will. Yeah, Collins will definitely have his 2.
Yeah, I mean,
one of them is getting 2. I can guarantee that. One of them's getting 2. Maybe 2 of them getting 2.
Yeah. It's going to be fireworks that game. It's going to be all offense.
Yeah.
Texans got a stout defense too.
They do got a good defense.
They got a good defense. I mean, Anthony Richardson though, he can move.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. He's.
Yep.
I mean, the Texans also added Joe Mixon and Cam Akers this year.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I'm telling you, the Texans are stacked.
Exactly. Absolutely. So, you're starting all your Texans, you're starting all your Colts. Anthony Richardson, just to, give a little brief, analysis on him. He was injured last year. Now he's coming back full year, healthy. I have him in one of my leagues. I'm excited. So I think Anthony Richardson balls out. And I think Jonathan Taylor balls out. But I think Anthony Richardson takes some of those touchdowns away from Jonathan Taylor. And if you're a Jonathan Taylor owner, make sure you handcuff them to get Trey Sermon. If you're Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor's a dog.
Yes.
Absolutely. But, I mean, Anthony Richardson's a big boy, too.
He is.
So they can do, I mean, when you have a big quarterback,
yes,
you're going to be doing some QB sneaks and some draw plays with him,
exactly.
Well, especially in the red zone.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's going to hurt Taylor a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then, we'll see. We'll see.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
All right, next game.
All right. We got the Jags at the Dolphins.
Okay.
Another good division game.
Yes.
The Dolphins are another one of those teams offensively. I mean, they were one of the top offenses last season.
Yes.
And they added Odell.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They got Tyreek, Odell, Waddle, right? You got just Mostert.
Yes.
They're just so many weapons.
Yes.
Two is so accurate.
Yep.
Um, I'm taking the Dolphins at home. You
Yes.
know what I mean? I'm taking the Dolphins at home. Yeah, the Jags. You know what I mean? I think they're a force to be reckoned with, right?
Yep.
In there, I still think the Bills are winning this division. I don't think these two play. I think it's
Okay.
going to be Bills, Dolphins,
Okay.
Jags,
Okay. All right.
Titans. I'm just
Okay. Okay. So in that game, you said you're taking the
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm good.
I will start Tua.
I'm taking the Dolphins doing that game. I do like Trevor Lawrence. I like his receivers that he has there too, and Christian Kirk, and but I am taking the Dolphins. Their weapons are just incredible. You got Tyreek Hill, who's fastest man in the league right now, and he got that Noah Lyles beef going on. I think he's gonna have something to prove tomorrow. So I do got the Dolphins. All right, and we'll move on to the next game. Panthers at the Saints.
Mm-hmm. Who you taking?
Saints.
Yeah, I agree. I think Alvin Kamara is going to have a game.
I do too. I do too.
Alvin Kamara, he's going to have a good game.
I have a dark horse in that game who I think is going to ball out.
Who's your dark horse?
And I'm actually starting him over, and you guys are going to think I'm crazy, over Brandon Ayuk as of now, because I don't like the matchup for Ayuk. Rashid Shaheed.
Rashid Shaheed.
That's right. He's the number 2 wide receiver, right behind Olave, and he does everything. They move him all around. He's like a slash. And if your league awards you for kickoff return yards, you definitely want to use him. Yeah. He's a beast. He's quick. He has hands. He's athletic.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's who I got in tomorrow. Hey.
Taysom Hill listed as a tight end.
And a quarterback, which is
It's crazy, right?
weird because but they put him all over the field as well. They do. So, yeah. Anybody from the Panthers that you?
No. Okay. I got nothing for the Panthers this year.
All right. Okay. I don't either. Hubbard, he's the running back until Brooks gets back. I don't know. I think that's a sloppy offense right now. I think the Saints will definitely crush them at home.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
All right. Next game.
Vikings at the Giants.
All right.
I'm taking the Vikings. I mean, Vikings lost Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
They're at the Giants, but I didn't even know the Giants were still in the league.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Vikings as well. I think the Giants, I don't trust. What's the quarterback for the Giants?
Daniel
Jones, is that? Yeah,
Yeah,
Daniel
yeah.
Jones. I don't trust him at all. Devin Singletary might have a decent game. You also have Neighbors. They drafted Neighbors. It always seems like when I watch Daniel Jones, he's always in duress. He's always running. He's always
got no O-line.
The O-line collapses, and then he can't seem to get the ball out.
We really don't know what he could actually be.
Exactly. If he had an O-line, yeah,
absolutely.
Dang,
I mean, you're 100%.
Yep.
You got Sam Darnold playing for the Vikings. So Sam Darnold's been in the league. You know what I mean? He's a veteran. But
Yep.
whenever you're throwing to Justin Jefferson, he can make you look good too.
Exactly.
So, taking the Vikings.
All right. The next game we have is the Raiders at the Chargers.
Oof. I mean, you got my boy Jim Harbaugh. The Chargers are going to smoke the Raiders. I'm telling you right now. The Chargers are going to smoke the Raiders. We still don't know what the Raiders are going to be.
Okay.
Really.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
We had Antonio Pierce was the interim, right? He became the head coach, right?
Okay.
We really don't know what the and then Gardner Minshew starting for the Raiders.
Yeah,
Gardner
you're right.
Now Gardner Minshew's not a bad quarterback,
No.
but we really don't know what they're gonna be.
Yeah, yeah, we don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They got that
They lost Josh Jacobs.
McConkey, I think his name is. They drafted, and then they picked up both backs from the Ravens with J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, and they drafted a running back Vidal. So we don't know how that offense is going to be. And now this is the Chargers, and this is who we're saying is going to win. The Raiders, on the other hand, yes, with Gardner Minshew, and you have Devontae Adams is still going to get his, but the running game, Zamir White. Who else we have there? Madison, I believe. Is it Madison?
Madison.
Yeah,
Madison.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the Chargers as well. I think the Chargers will.
I agree.
I definitely agree. Okay.
I agree. They got little lad McConkey,
Yes.
wide receiver to add to their arsenal. So
Yes. Yes.
Jim Harbaugh
Yes.
has a history of turning teams around like that.
Oh yeah. Look what he did
For
the
us.
Niners.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Definitely.
Right. We'll
All right.
move on. Broncos at Seahawks.
Yes. Seahawks.
I agree. Seahawks got a new coaching staff, right? And so the Broncos, again, it's another one of those teams that they're revamping. We don't know what they're going to be. So
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
DK Metcalf is.
Oh yeah.
Is just I mean, and whether Tyler Lockett's in or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
DK
and JSN will come right in there and do his thing as well. So, yeah, I agree. And for the Broncos, I mean, you have Javonte Williams. You have, I think it's McLaughlin for running backs. The wide receivers, you got Sutton. And, yeah, I just think the Seahawks with Geno Smith, with DK Metcalf, with JSM, and with we forgot about the main running back for Seattle.
Oh dang!
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker,
Yes,
the
third.
Yeah.
The
Don't
third.
forget that.
Man,
Yes,
he's gonna ball out. So yeah, I got Seahawks all day. I got a blowout on that one.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
All right, and this is gonna be a good game. Next one coming up: Commanders at the Buccaneers.
That is going to be a good game. My boy Baker. Baker,
but he better make her. He better make it good.
He's gonna make them. He's gonna make them.
Okay.
Absolutely. You know what? The Commanders, though.
Yeah.
The Commanders are a team.
Yes.
That is gonna make the playoffs this year.
Okay. That's a bold statement.
Mr. Daniels is out there, little rookie. He's gonna go out there and ball out.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so too.
I think the Commanders are gonna be a good team.
Okay. All right.
And at the Buccaneers, I'm taking the Bucs at home. Okay. Even though I do predict the Commanders to make the playoffs.
Okay.
It's his first rookie start.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So for that reason, I'm taking the Bucs.
You're taking
at
the Bucs.
home. And Baker, I mean, you got you got Mike Evans, Godwin.
Yep.
You got too many weapons. You got little Bucky Irving right out of Oregon out there, little speedster running back who's at the potential to break out. We'll see how much he plays, but I'm taking the Bucs.
Okay. Yeah, I got the Bucs in that one too, and can't wait to see what Daniels does. As quarterback. For the Commanders, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see. And I'm looking out for Luke McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey's brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's wide receiver, got drafted by the Commanders, and I'm excited to see what he does. But I think you start all your players in both of these on both teams in this game. And
absolutely,
yeah. All right. We got the Rams at the Lions.
This is gonna be a good game.
Shootout. It's indoors. What do you think?
I absolutely believe it's gonna be a shootout.
Okay. Lot of good weapons to look for in this game. I think you got everybody from Puka, Cup. You have Laporta. You have the Sun God, Amon St. Brown. Amon. Yeah, St. Brown. Yeah. Yep.
Guy's a stud.
Yeah. You got the running backs. in
the
Gibbs.
Rams running back. He's gonna have a
yes. Is it
what's his name?
is it Kyron or Curran? What?
I can't believe this
Ky-
right now.
Yeah,
I can't believe this
Williams.
right
Williams. I know because I had him last year on my team. It's
yeah.
Ky- yeah.
So
Kyron
Williams.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Kyron Williams is he's gonna be a dog.
He's gonna ball out.
He
Definitely.
is gonna ball out.
This is gonna be nice. It's a very I'm very excited about this game. I'm actually starting Jared Goff in my league over Jaden Daniels.
I would start him though.
Yeah, because
it's a shootout.
It's a shootout,
It's not
and it's
gonna be a
indoors,
defensive,
and it's indoor golf you're playing. Like when golf plays so well indoors,
It does.
outdoors it's like, ooh, you better start somebody
And
else.
then it's the Rams, so you know he wants to beat the Rams.
Exactly.
He got traded from the
Oh
Rams.
yeah. And then that's a revenge game.
It's a personal.
That's a
thing.
revenge game. So great game. But who you got in that game? Who you taking to win?
Taking the Lions.
I'm taking the Lions too.
Taking the Lions. Yeah.
Lions are definitely going to be in contention to win the Super Bowl this year.
They
so
are.
Niners we're going to have our hands full trying to get past
Their
it.
coaching staff, I think their offensive coordinator got offered a head coaching job, and he decided to stay with Dan Campbell to run it back. So,
Wow.
so they definitely want to win.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Definitely. All right.
Then our Monday night game, man,
Game of the week.
it is gonna be a great game. Actually, the Jets defense is solid,
Yes.
but we got to go with our boys, the 49ers.
Oh, you already know.
I'm saying it's not
Come
even
on.
funny.
Come on, brother.
I mean, at 100%. I mean, we got too many weapons. We'll see what Ayuk does week 1. You know what I mean? I know he was battling a little injury, but we'll see what he does week 1. But we still got CMC, Kittle.
Yes.
Underrated, underappreciated Brock Purdy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, oh, he has all these weapons.
Yes.
Nah, he's making the plays.
He is.
He's making the right reads.
Yes.
He's putting the ball on him, right?
Yes.
So, not anybody can do that. Brock Purdy's a stud.
Exactly.
He's a stud.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't wait for this game. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a defensive game, I believe. I believe it's going to be a ground and pound game. I don't foresee the wide receivers on the 49ers, like Debo and Ayuk. I mean, to be honest, I was telling you earlier in the show that I was benching Ayuk this week. Sauce Gardner, I'm gonna put another player in that has more upside. Ayuk is my guy. I think I drafted him in the 3rd round, but I just can't start him this week against that Jets defense. It's gonna be a defensive slugfest, and I do believe it's gonna be a ground and pound game on both sides.
Well, you're gonna be mad when he scores 2 touchdowns.
I know it'll just be my luck. So I might end up putting him back in now that Manny just told me that. I mean, it'll just be my luck. I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and a touchdown Ayuk, 80-yard bomb, from Brock Purdy. Dang. So, yeah. But you got Breece Hall in this game and McCaffrey. I think they're going to really, really go at it.
You got Aaron Rodgers coming back, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, so Aaron Rodgers is just a game changer for the Jets.
Yes.
He really is. I
Yes.
mean, he tore his Achilles on like the 3rd play of the first game of last year.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes.
So it's not going to be an easy game. The work's going to be cut out for us on the 49ers side, but I still think we come out.
Yes, I think we come out. Yeah. I think it's going to be like a 20-13 game.
Really?
Niners.
I think we're winning by 3.
Okay.
I think it's going to be like 24-21.
Okay. All right. Either way, we win.
We win.
Bang, bang, Niner
That's what I'm talking
gang.
about.
That's right. Niner faithful in the house. Faithful then, faithful now.
That's right.
All right. Okay. Well, we are coming close to the end of the show. I wanted to go ahead. There's a segment that I'm going to be doing every week called the J of the Week. I am a collector of Jordans, as you see on my wall here. And so the J of the Week this week is the 1995 Jordan Bread 11s. Going to go ahead and put that right up here so you can see it. That is the J of the Week. Let me give you a little bit of history behind this J. This J was released, and it was actually called the Playoff, a.k.a. the Bread 11, as Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls would go on to compete for their second three-peat after having a 72-10 season, cementing their legacy as one of the greatest basketball teams ever. This shoe right here is very iconic. Very, very iconic. And so that is my J of the week.
All
My
right.
word of the day. Um, it's a scripture out of the Bible, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path.
Amen. That's great verse. Great verse. Love that.
End of the episode one for Omega's World, where we talk about faith, lifestyle, and sports. And my special guest, Manny Trujillo, I thank you, brother, for
Thank you for
coming in the
having me.
studio and joining us today. Really
Absolutely.
appreciate your insight and your expertise and everything that you brought to the table. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Thank you.
It's a
All right.
pleasure.
All right. So now, if you found this video to be informative and you've liked it, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and the subscribe button. And we'll be doing a video like this every single week. So, stay tuned for episode 2. And I might drop a midweek video on some NFL news and, other stuff that's going on in the world. But thank you. I'm Omega 7. This is Omega's World, and we out. God bless you.
God bless you guys.